Hey there, this is Malorian, and this is going to be a double header for my eCaine. And this first one here, this is really going to test out my whole tournament list because here we are up against Butcher3, and this is one of the real lists I really want to be trying to be prepared for. So Butcher3 is here. He's running a War Dog, the Kodiak. You can see that there's Orin Midwinter back there, Corbeau. He also has a Boker. There's one of those Manhunters up there in the front. Reinhold is somewhere back there too. And then the far right, he has that one Covenant, and he also has all those Iron Fang pikemen with UA and all that good stuff. Over here, I mean, it's going to be mainly this whole hardcore scenario. So again, first one to kind of kill the caster, there's the whole kill box going on, and if you either dominate or kill box yourself, 5 damage is done. So it's pretty important to get there to the middle. For myself, it's my same tournament list I've been trying to show off before. So I'm running a Stormwall, a Squire, the Sentinel, I have my own Reinhold, the Rangers, Alexia and the Risen, and then the Black 13th. I took the first turn, I won, and I really want to go and get positioning before he takes it. And pretty much my idea is to shoot off his troops first, kind of bogging up so he can't really do too much to me, and then going after Butcher after. But, you know, this is something that I've just been doing really in my head, the whole theory machine, and now it's time to see if it actually works. So on my first turn, I basically put 1 on each of my jacks, run up, and we're just taking position. So nothing fancy here. I had first thought about putting Caine behind the woods on the left to keep him safe, but now that I see all the infantry on the right side, Caine's working his way that way. On his turn, he's just moving on up here, and he's already popped the feet with his Iron Pikemen, so they are up there, they're in shield wall, and the real danger here is that where do you go that you're not within 18 inches of Butcher and you're not kill boxing yourself? So really a big problem, and so really I think the whole answer will have to be trying to kill off as many guys as possible, and then making sure this is going to be difficult for him to deliver Butcher. So on my turn, you can see there that it went fairly damn well. So what I actually ended up doing is first going with my Black 13th. I went and with brutal damage was able to kill most of the guys so that in the front rank he wasn't getting the shield wall anymore. Then I started shooting with some of my other units. Now that they had lower armor, it was easy to kill. Shooting in there with the storm wall. Of course, now with those powerful shots, I was able to kill them there too, breaking up more shield wall from the back row. Once that happened, the Rangers could start shooting. They killed the Manhunter, killed the back row, and really there's just a couple of guys left for Caine to go over and shoot down, and then just gate crash back to safety. So now I am back here, and I'm really trying to have it set up so that between that pillar and the storm wall that there's not really a clean way that he can pull me out of there. I probably could have been a little bit more safe and a little bit more back, but this is pretty damn good because especially I also have Alexia there behind the Sentinel who will be making it so that it costs him double to do any spells if he's within 9 inches. So on his turn, he makes kind of a mistake here, and he declares a charge on the Ranger, but the way it was with the angle between that one Risen in that little building there, he just could not make it with the where he placed himself for the Energizer. So, I mean, this would basically mean he's dead because his activation would end. He's only camping 2, and I could easily kill him, but we let him do a mulligan. So with that mulligan, then he energized a little bit more to the side, and after everything was said and done, he was not able to get to Caine. However, he was able to kill quite a few guys over here, pop his feet to be back at full camp, and his dogs are in such a position that they're really going to be making my life difficult. And I've also failed my test with them from those dogs being on my face, so where I'd like just to have that one run out of my way, I can't really do that. So otherwise, it looks like this. He doesn't really get too much more done. The Covenant is up there in my face. The Kodiak goes into my cover fire just to kind of mock me. Or in Midwinter is saying no magic. And Corbeau and all the rest of his company just kind of run up to be with him. And really looking at this, I was trying to figure out the best way to try and stay alive. Because I have to kill these dogs. And then I want to deliver Stormwall to Butcher. And I don't really think I can do the caster kill this turn, but I believe that if I can kill those dogs, tie him up, gate crash away, that he will then kill my Stormwall on his following turn, and then with all of his focus being gone, I can now kill him back. Basically, it works out perfect, and I go and I'm able to kill all of his guys, and then it's time to gate crash away, and I forgot about frickin' Orin Midwinter. So I can't cast Gate Crasher, I can't get away, and that just absolutely ruins everything. I just couldn't believe it that I didn't think about that whole anti-magic thing. I thought he was fairly far away, so I'd be safe, but I wasn't, and basically at that point, everything was screwed. I threw a couple of things in front there just to try and block Butcher, but it really is kind of a waste. It's just kind of a joke. And I mean, really, what's supposed to be happening here is I should be gate crashing up over to the right. Stormwall will be up and engaging Butcher, and he would have had a hell of a time trying to get to me, especially when you remember that Alexia is there doubling everything. And really, all it would have taken was me spending a shot on Orin Midwinter and then gate crashing away, and then, yeah, that's all it would have been. But I forgot to do that, and now I'm in trouble. And so, yeah, really blurry picture here, but he basically just kills off the one little pod with his vengeance attack, and then I'm down. So, you know, it was disappointing that I lost the game, but knowing that I could have won and that how well this list worked out, I'm fairly happy. So over here, sorry, another blurry picture, but we decided to do another quick one. So he pulled out his pigs he's just starting, and he's going here with Strummen Drang, or Drang, or whatever his name is. So this should be interesting. We changed it up here, so now there's the two flags. If you dominate the close one, you get 1 point. If you control the enemy, you get 2. And if you dominate the enemy, you get 3. First 1 to 5 wins. But yeah, I got the same list, and he's basically goofing around now. He's just kind of having some fun, and yeah, this is only his second game with the pigs. First game with this caster. He had stuff in this list. He hadn't even read the card yet, so it should be a pretty easy one, but I have never faced this caster before, and you never know when they'll have a surprise for you. Because I'm not one of those guys that reads the cards. I would rather experience it and be burned by it so I remember it forever. So anyway, he has the Brigands on the left. He has the one gun boar. He has the 2 war pigs, bone grinders in the back, and then he has the slaughterhousers on the right. So again, I win the ability to get first turn, so I take it. And the one thing I didn't like with the way that I moved up is that my Rangers, because I wasn't that aggressive with them, I basically am trapping Alexia and the Risen. So that's not great, but you know, given this scenario, I don't think it's going to matter too bad anyway. So on his first turn, he's basically just moving out the best he can. I forgot he also has Ashton Ashley or whatever on the left side there. And he has vision up onto his right boar. He has a spell up on his caster so that all warrior models have +2 armor against range and magic. He has counter blast up on his gun boar and some other stuff too. Another one up as well where if I get within 6 of his caster, Watcher I think it's called, then he gets to go and counter me. But at this point here, my main plan is to go and just try and kill out one of his heavies and just kind of keep my distance. So that's what I do. I target the right Warhog. I first shoot it with my Sentinel just to waste vision basically, and then between the shots of the 13th and 2 boosted shots from the Stormwall and some shots from eCaine, I put Blur in myself and he's down a Warhog. So that's really good. I sacrificed a Ranger to run up there just to mark him. You can see I have some cover fire there on the right, and also killed 2 of his slaughterhousers with the mage whatever super shot from Ryan from the Black 13th. So that's looking good over there. I made a Bane Thrall and tied up his one sniper there. So really looking good. On his turn, there's not really too much damage he can do to me. He's able to kill basically the pod in the Ranger and the Bane Thrall on the far left, and otherwise he's just getting positioning and moving up. He gave himself the possibility where he could dominate his own flag, but at the end decided it was much wiser just to kind of go back and play it safe. So on my turn, I'm basically just going to repeat, kill another heavy and go after more of his infantry. I could have popped the feet here, but I want to try killing that heavy without, because hey, it worked last time. But after I did basically the same stuff as last time, I left him with one box. So I actually had to move up Alexia and kill off 2 Risen to boost a hit and boost damage from my hand cannon, and that finished him off. But yeah, I also killed a couple more of the Slaughterhousers and a good number of the Brigands. So in a pretty strong spot here. So on his turn, he's basically knowing he's in a lot of trouble, so he's just kind of going all out because, I mean, he's down 2 heavies and hasn't really done too much in return. So he goes after Alexia, really, and the Risen, and even though I shield guard 1, I can't stop everything. He hits a big obliteration into my Black 13th, killing 2 of them, and I fail my test. And so he does kill some guys here, but I mean, we both kind of know that it's basically over. Because then I just pop my feet and shoot, 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 and Drum and Drang go down. So there you have it. One kind of more competitive game up against Butcher3. And from the way that this played out, I'm really happy with my list. It'd be nice to have Epic Iris in there to strip off that focus. But I really don't know anything I'd want to take out. I like the Rangers. I need Alexia. The Black 13th have been working out very well for me, so I don't really know what I would do, so I'll probably just live without. And yeah, this is my second game against pigs, and it was fun. So there you go, and thanks for watching. Bye.